Alright, so this is my revised slash final predictions list before the ban list comes out. It'll probably get uploaded later on after I uploaded this, but even as we get right into it, my ban list is pretty much the same as my last one. Just a few couple of additions and corrections. As for ban, I have library, gen, and vanity. I mean, there's nothing really to explain about that. And also, if you guys see my other video, I had trishula. Trishula is also added to the band, and if you guys want to see my explanation on that, because I don't want to get too much in, I already made a video about it. I'm going to have a link to that video in here, so yeah, go check that out. And right on to limited, I have heavy, stratos, super rejuve. Return from different dimension is really my pick. I mean, I don't expect it to come off, but that's just my little pick to have it off, because I mean, it's not a lot of decks that banish besides ritual beasts and stuff, so it'll be a good real I guess, just to see what people can do with it. Also, Instant Fusion, Call of the 100, and Oasis, D-Mock, and Ritual Beast Ambush. I feel Ambush should get banned because, not banned, but limited. I mean, if every other deck is going to take a hit, Ritual Beast would pretty much be the top tier deck. Now, I don't know if Konami wants Ritual Beast be top tier, but, if they do or don't, I mean, Ambush I think is the problem card. And as a correction to my last list, I believe I put Unicorn at 2, and it should be at 1. Because that card, is really making the deck. It's becoming one of the best cards in the deck, and Unicorn makes the level 4 shenanigans stop, and it's also like it has also the negation effect is pretty good against most decks, and how Clown Bait is coming out next pack, and Konami probably wants to push XYZs and synchros and stuff like that. So Unicorn to 1 would, I'm thinking most likely it's probably 80% chance of getting hit. I mean, that'll be a pretty good hit to slow the deck down. Also, with Stratos coming off the list, Bubble Man has to be put to 1. At first, when I first did the list, I really didn't think about Bubble Man or shenanigans, but Bubble Man does cause, a lot of combo decks and OTKs and stuff like that, and especially with Stratos being back, and just imagine just going here's live into a mist searches a mass change, okay, and then on your opponent's turn you get Dark Law, and then mist searches Stratos, and then Stratos searches Boba Man, and just like it would make the deck pretty much, it'll make Heroes the best deck, and I don't think Konami wants to do that, hence why Stratos was banned. So Bubble Man down to 1 would be good. Also, Sir of the Burning Abyss, that card needs to be at 1, because I mean, Skarm is decent, but Skarm only gets Burning Abyss and 1 Tour Guide. They already hit basically Skarm with Tour Guide, and now with Sir they can't keep getting back Dante's and Virgil's and all these other cards, because Sir is the one that's basically it's a monster reborn for any Burning Abyss. And that's making the loop, Dante get back Surge, special summon Dante. It's making the loop unbearable. So, I mean, making him Burning Abyss very, very powerful. So, limiting Surge would be a very good hit. Also, with Stratos coming back, you have to put Rhoda down to 1. And you can put E-Call too, but I don't think E-Call will. But Rhoda going down to 1 will hit Heroes, and it will hit Satellar Knights, which, I mean, there's not really too much in Satellar Knights that, is probably going to get hit, but Rhoda going down to 1 I think is would be very smart to do, because Necros use it, Heroes use it, Satellar Knights use it, a bunch of other decks also use Rhoda, so it'll be a good hit. And also, Lavolva Chain should go to 1, not banned, because that's probably the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, to ban Lavolva Chain. That card by itself is not broken. It's only broken in the deck it's in. And all it does is, in Necros, is you send Jin, oh, okay, Armageddon Knight can do the same exact thing. Then you can go to a different level for it. Then what y'all complain about? Armageddon Knight getting banned, Mathematician sends, but what do you complain about? Any draw a card. But that does it. But you don't complain about that getting limited or banned or anything. So Lavolva Chain, I understand that. It's in a lot of OTK decks, but that's at 3. Now, if you put it at 1, Lavolva Chain doesn't basically, you can't get no Blue Button on the OTK or Infinities, keep going. And Clown Blade is will still be able to use one, but that's it. Now, if you lose one Lavalva chain, you can't get it back. Then what you gonna do? Your whole combo stops. So I believe that Lavalva chain should get just hit to one. I mean, if it still proves to be an OTK machine, then yeah, go ahead and ban it. But as far as I see it, it's not even halfway as broken as people is making it seem over this last week. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they just hate Lavalva chain or they got some other thing going on, but I don't know. But yeah, Lavalva chain should go to one. Also, what I think should go to one is Royal Firestorm Guards. I mean, it's a potter average of 4. Blaze Accelerated makes it live pretty much after turn 1, and you draw 2 cards. I understand it's a normal summon, but still, that's recycling 3 scatter shots and something else and drawing 2 cards. Now, I understand not Lavalvas, but Volcanics aren't the best deck, but still, with everything happening to all the other decks, that could rise up to be an unstoppable, and then everybody's going to be talking about, oh, okay, this needs to be it. So instead of waiting until that happens, if you hit Royal Firestorm Guards, then it pretty much slows down the deck. And then on my semi, I still have Book, T-King, and Diva. And also I added TT. TT at 2 would be very good, in my opinion, because with 2 TTs, you know, you can, it stops you from getting, you know, spammed on the board by Clown Blade and you can't do nothing. I mean, 1 TT is already good enough. 2 TTs would make sure your opponent doesn't try to basically overly commit to try to, you know, spam as many monsters on the board. When if you activate TT, then what? So, you know, make him play a little more cautious, and then, you know, that's what good Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, is really formed from, was smart plays, me outthinking my opponent outthinking me. But it's not all about special summoning 5 monsters XYZ into a 5,000, you know, fucking beater and then attacking for game. And, you know, that's not fun for everybody. I mean, it's fun for the people doing it, but then how am I gonna want to keep playing if this is what's gonna happen? If I ain't got nothing to protect me? I understand we got 3 Mirror Forces and all, but I mean, you can dodge a Mirror Force. I mean, TT is pretty much unexpected before they set up their big combos. Like they go to Nova, and then you torrential right there. Like, you know, 9 times out of 10, I've never seen a Clown Blade deck with the extra fusion in. So, you know, if you torrential right there, then they lost their whole momentum for that turn and they have to end. Or they can, you know, do something else, but it's still not, oh, they just bring out Infinity and then bam, you can't do nothing. But anyways, yeah, that's my reason for TT being at 2, or putting it back to 2 as it was before. You know, to, you know, help out the slower pace decks so they can come back and it just basically level out the game to where it's not too fast, and it's not, you know, just not to make it too fast where it's just unbearable. Unlimited, I still have Trag, Sacred Sword, Sinister Serpent, Shein, Gold Sark, and Ravine. Nothing else, I mean, that I really looked at, I can say go back to 3. Yeah, alright, I had to cut it out because somebody came to the door. So anyways, like I was saying, I don't see really anything else going back to 3 besides what I named. I mean, Chaos Sorcery can go back to 3. I mean, but Chaos Sorcerer, you know, causes problems. Every time it goes back to 3, it goes right back down to 2. So I don't think that they might unlimit it. But like I said, that's what I think. Those are my predictions. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Do you want to see more zombie duels, more discussions? I can, you know, talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. But anyways, yeah, that's about it. And about the video, the duel video you seen, that deck is very garbage. So it's reason I'm showing it. I'm just showing some basically a fun deck that I just created. It's very shitty, and I'm gonna probably start a little series where I just make complete and utter poop decks. But I mean, you know, the payoff is very, 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 very high. Like what you've seen earlier, you know, I made it pretty much a Fortune 0 deck. That wasn't too good. It was really a joke with Undines and stuff. But yeah, that was just a random deck. Don't mind that. That's just something for y'all to watch. I mean, it ain't the, I mean, I guess it's entertainment because it's a weird deck. But anyways, yeah, that's about that deck. And this is the Friday's video of OCG Zombie. This is a duel using that deck, and as you can see, the deck, you know, it explodes very a lot. So yeah, but yeah, you know, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see. And besides that, I'm gonna leave you with the rest of the video because it's almost over. And I'm out.